They feel like he'll be able to get through it, but you can't say for sure when you're talking about concussions and the protocols that have to be followed to get Patrick Mahomes back onto the field for the AFC Championship game against the Buffalo Bills.
The protocols are a 5-step process, and I'm not going to walk through every inch of it here. People can look that up quite easily. But, Schefter, at what point will they know for certain? Like, when will there be certainty as far as their knowledge of whether or not Mahomes will be able to play?
I would say, again, Wednesday, Thursday, you'll get a real good sense that he's in the clear at that point and that they can move ahead and begin plans and preparations as if he will be there. As you mentioned, it is a 5-step process. He will need to be cleared by an independent neurologist. But assuming all that happens, I would think they'll have a pretty good idea of that Wednesday or Thursday, Greeny.
Okay, Schefter, so stay close. We'll need much more from you as we continue. And just how big a deal is that? Well, I mean, first of all, it goes without saying. It's Patrick Mahomes. He might be the best player in the league. Right now, according to Caesars Sportsbook at William Hill, the game is a pick'em. In the absence of knowledge of this, what we understand is that it would probably go to about Kansas City -2.5 with Mahomes. Buffalo maybe -4 if Mahomes cannot play. So let's go to this immediately. Where should we start? RC, let's start with you. As far as Patrick Mahomes is concerned and your sense of how this thing will play out.
Listen, my sense is that he'll play. I've been around football players. Look at Patrick Mahomes, the way he was dazed, and then watch him jog to the locker room. I've taken that jog to the locker room. You know what that jog says? You're running that fast, so they think you can run, so you can now go into the locker room and convince them to let you back on the field. And so he's going to go through the protocols. A guy like me who on this set, we talk about our resident Steelers. I'm definitely our resident concussion protocol guy. So let me bring it to y'all. You're going to go through the protocol. You're going to take the impact test. You're going to go see the independent neurologist. You're going to go through all of these different steps. And at every step, you're going to do your best to concentrate and convince these doctors, convince your trainers that you can be on the field. This is just my opinion. I'm not Schefter. I don't have to talk to people. And y'all also can't hold me to this. Patrick Mahomes is going to be on the field this week. In the AFC Championship, it's going to be Josh Allen versus Patrick Mahomes. He's going to do everything and anything possible to get on the field, and I believe the Kansas City Chiefs will do the same. You could be worried, you could be scared, but we're going to see 15 on the field this weekend.
By the way, these games are both rematches of Week 6 games. Tampa and Green Bay played each other Week 6, and Buffalo and Kansas City played each other on a Monday, Week 6. Let's then go to the decisions. Dan talked about it a bit during the highlight, Rex. When you're facing a 4th and less than a yard and your backup quarterback is on the field and you're Andy Reid and you have him throw a pass to win the game.
Yeah, that's what blows me away. I mean, we know if Patrick Mahomes is there, everybody in the stadium, including Tony Romo, knows that he's going to throw the ball, right?
Right.
But not here. Like this is, and I could sit back and say, no, I knew he was going to throw it. I'll say this. The call on 4th and inches to throw the football is not as crazy as a lot of people think. Mm-hmm. All right? The crazy part is to do it with your backup quarterback.
Right.
Like, that is amazing to me. And so,
for sure.
Like, Andy Reid, though, believes in himself so much, and he believes that, hey, I got, Chad Henne's out there. Doesn't matter who it is. He could have thrown it himself. Like, that's how much Andy believes in his call, and that just blows me away.
Take me through the thinking of it, Dan, again, with the backup quarterback on the field. If Mahomes is there, it's not even worth talking about, but how about Chad Henne in that moment?
Yeah, I think the reality is this, that I was not blown away by it. I knew Andy Reid was going to go to it. Check the group text message. I knew it was going to be sprint out to Tyreek Hill. Like, it wasn't just the fact, like, Andy Reid isn't thinking, can I do this with my backup quarterback? Andy Reid is thinking, is there anybody that can cover Tyreek Hill? Like, is there anybody on the defense that when I put Tyreek Hill at number 3, can someone stop him? The reality is no. And so Andy Reid was going to be aggressive because, like, I think there's this aspect of, like, I owe it to Patrick Mahomes. Like, I owe it to Patrick Mahomes to be aggressive in this situation so that we can give him the chance to come back and go win this AFC title game. And Andy Reid was always going to be aggressive because for a long time, Andy Reid was this coach that, like, everyone complained for not being aggressive enough. And he's really flipped over the past couple of years of going, they are all gas, no brakes. 3rd and 14. 3rd and 14, everybody is going to go run that football and then force 40 seconds off the clock and make sure you're playing super conservative and then defense go win. Andy Reid's like, no, we have a really good football team. And I trust that Chad Henne, who's been in the NFL for 13 years, is 100% ready for this moment and will make the right decision. This was about Andy Reid's legacy growing yesterday.
Go ahead, quick, RC.
Andy Reid made a Super Bowl call, right? When you got a Super Bowl in your back pocket, you make calls like that. Andy Reid wasn't tripping on the consequences. He wasn't tripping on the repercussions. He made the correct call because he believes in himself and his offense. I think Rex said it this morning, more than he believes in anything else in the world. It was the right call to make. It didn't matter who was playing quarterback. It was going to work, and it did again, just like it did against Miami in Week 14.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.